Another question we have is from Anna Knapp. How do you add dates to the pictures you scan?
So sometimes these are hard to answer without getting more context. So when you're saying, how do you add dates to the pictures you scan? I'm assuming you're not talking about putting them, are you talking about because you can't answer me. If you're talking about when they get digitized, right? The idea is that when you have somebody scan professionally, or again, if you're scanning, all the information, so let me show you an example here. So this is one that we did for a client, and it says 1994 11 Thanksgiving, right? And that's kind of shorthand, and it represents 1994 November Thanksgiving, just because we don't want to write all of November out, right? Now, when we scan these, and let's say we had a whole bunch of photos, I'll just grab some. So we've got these photos behind it. So we've got these all organized. When we go to scan these photos, all of the photos behind this are going to be called digitally 1994 11 November Thanksgiving. So if you're asking how do you actually assign that digital name, it's going to start with this structure, right? And then that name is going to translate into the file. Now, I think that's what you're asking, but I'll answer another question in case you're asking something else, which is how do you ascertain the dates, right? Which is difficult. And I just want to say that there are a number of ways to do that. Again, you can put those aside to ask family or look at context clues. Oftentimes on the back of the photos, there's a stamp date when it was printed, and that's pretty close usually to when it was done. There's also manufacturing stamps that we use. I also like to use a process, it's kind of a weird name, but I call it braces, bangs, and broken bones. Any idea what that means, Mary? Sounds kind of weird, right?
Yeah, it makes sense though.
Right, you know what I'm getting at, right? There's periods of time where we each have different hairstyles, right? I grew up in the 80s and I had the Aquanet with the hair out to here. Maybe there's times that we have bangs and our hair looks different, or you've got somebody that's got a broken bone, or a period of time. We don't wear braces our entire lives. So there's context clues that you can use to kind of match up photos. So again, as you're going through the photos and you go, I know these are the 1980s. I know I have more information in my other photos. Don't pause and start looking. Put that in the 1980s, and then you take that deeper dive. I hope that answered your question.